comes back and we have a scene and then we just do XP? Like,
yeah, basically. So hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be the shorter wrap up part of the hour. That the end of like every session is always going to be a little bit, a couple extra scenes, and then we start building towards XP calculation and all that kind of fun stuff. So
sorry,
no problem. Yeah. So let's talk about. So Shoshone comes back. So Shoshone was the huntress that AP circled up. We were waiting on her report. Remind us again, AP, what exactly you sent her out to do? She was to scout the base, calculate how many people are out there. What am I missing?
Numbers, location, and like equipment.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. So, she comes back. I'm gonna point you guys over to the map here. She comes back. She looks pretty okay. Actually, you know what I should do? I should make a quick little roll here.
Die of Fate. She's got 4 arrows sticking out of her. She's nearly dead. She shows up and just says, "Run!"
Right?
For real though, that would be so cool.
And then the horde descends.
Oh my god, he rolled a 1!
Okay.
For real though, that would be
for
super
real.
fun.
Okay. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
She comes back on a pike. Just wake up
God,
one morning and
why
out of
they
nowhere,
tie?
she's
The one thing I didn't want them
to.
to do is that they tied. Okay, now it's going to be a die of fate. Let's hope that it's not a 1.
Dead. She's dead. I can see.
Okay, no, that's fine. She comes back.
It's a dragon.
So wait, because it was a versus test. Got it.
Yeah. No.
Comes home missing multiple limbs. She's just like hopping.
No. She's not that dumb to go get that stuff. But
Excuse me.
she comes back and she is she's holding like a scroll, and like wrapped around the scroll is a nice, like very, very expensive ornate arrow.
Interesting.
It's made. It has an ivory tip.
Does it have a stag symbol somewhere on it?
No.
Just going at him. Oh, really? Oh,
No,
okay.
but it does have like very nice golden feathers on it and things like that, and like a nice like red band.
Who was the defender in that test?
The fort.
The fort. So
The
then
fort.
the fort won.
The person on why?
Because in versus tests, regardless of who's in it, the tie goes to the defender.
Okay. Well, that's fine. And then that just means okay, that's fair. Then let me do another quick test then. Sorry. Then that changes things. Let me do
Wait, what changes something?
So the defender
I
won.
don't think she comes back with an arrow. I think she comes back dead.
No, that's not true at all.
Chill. We'll see what happens.
Chill, fam. Boy. Okay, that's what would be their speed?
Now sounds like a great time to talk about EricVulgaris.com. Did you know
EricVulgaris.com.
at EricVulgaris.com you can get Eric Vulgaris bobbleheads, Eric Vulgaris hair product? Just kidding. There isn't any because he doesn't need it.
Mm-hmm. Do I get?
Do you want to buy a product that would make your hair look as great as Eric Vulgaris?
It doesn't exist.
So they're tracking her down. This is speed. So she got detected. She's on her way back.
Okay.
She's tracking her down. This was a speed test, speed versus speed.
All right.
All right, she's able to outrun them. Okay.
So
she comes back. So she went off on a horse, right? Didn't she go off on a horse, or did she go off on something that wasn't a horse? Wasn't it cool? Was it something else?
I don't recall any of
It's
it.
like a giant.
She had a horse.
Did she? All right. So she's coming back on foot then?
Yeah, she comes back on foot, but she's carrying the arrowhead that killed her horse. And she mentions back and says that their leaders has quite the shot with a bow, as she like throws out this arrowhead. She killed
Can you describe
Selemene.
this leader?
I didn't catch his face. Wearing some kind of cowl, wearing some sort of stag helmet.
Fantastic.
But it's a man beneath. You can be sure that's a man. And she once again, she's like a very no bullshit person.
Yeah.
Ooh, discern traits with the arrow.
I don't know if I can do that unless if it doesn't have any of his traits on him.
There's no traits on him.
Can I make an obscure history test to figure out the significance of the Stag Lord?
Yeah.
If that would be a relevant role. Okay.
I mean, does that how does that prefer? I don't know. This is relative. What's obscure? Does obscure history care about temporality?
I think it's just like most people don't know this.
I do think it cares that it's history.
Then no, obscure history would not work.
Is there
Folklore would
I
not
don't know.
work.
Is there like somebody who's worn the moniker of the Stag Lord before?
No.
Like any symbols that could tell me about this?
No. The only thing that you would know off the the cuff would be the stag is a symbol of Aristotle, right?
So
the god of paladins and the hunting and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's the god of like hunting and community.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, and I think Nikolai like raises his hand. So what you're saying is you have someone who is fighting for the god of what is it? Hunting and community, whatever the stag horn bullshit is, and you have someone who is serving Abidar, swearing off as if some type of great challenge from the gods.
Also Gorham.
Also Gorham, but I feel like you would win that fight.
Technically, until very recently, I served for Razma in that kind of non-committal way that people do.
Oh, you mean like you are immortal? That's fine.
Sumere, I am very concerned with numbers. Tell me about what we're looking at this little place.
You're not gonna let me build this fort.
No, is she going to the fort? Do we have a thing? Are you okay? Is the fort that like Thorn River place that you told us about the first time?
No.
All right, because that's where I was sending her, was to that place.
What?
Okay.
No, you sent her out to find things.
The Thorn River crossing. Remember this?
Yeah.
It's Triple X. I was sending her back there to make sure that there were a certain number of people there. So we could go take their advanced forces in the north.
Okay, that's fine. Well, they're not there, and she tracked them down.
Okay, excellent. All right.
There's a fort.
She tracked them down. She got spotted. She got spotted by. She tracked it. Well, hold on. She tracked them down, following the Thorn River towards an old, abandoned-looking fort, a castle on a hill, overlooking the meeting of the Shrike River and the Thorn River. And it seems to have a lot of activity going around. The best thing she got was a couple dozen people around, mostly hanging out inside the forts. A couple groups coming in and out, like mostly in groups of 6, so maybe upwards to 30 or 40. She wasn't sure. She hung around enough that she got spotted, and an arrow killed her horse, and she's been making it back ever since. Horse went as far as she could before it died. And
did you see any giant ass troll?
No.
That's running around.
She looks at you and is like, "What? No."
I
know, but she thinks you're crazy.
I am. I see if
I know.
shit. There is a troll. So the way I see it, we have a couple options, if I may count. And General? I'm sorry, what is your proper title?
Commander is his title.
My proper title is actually Your Grace.
Bishop. Like the weird chess.
Oh, no, Ronald. All right, enough of you two. Listen, you have a couple options you can deal with here. You have a force that is bearing down on you, and I'm staying with you, and I don't really like dying. So, the way I see it, we either bunker up here and get ready to take it in the ass, or we take the fight to there. So, you two decide amongst yourselves. I will be making bomb. Bye!
Sumere, please come with me. Let's get you some hot food and some clean water, and someone send for the father to tend to any wounds that she has.
She's like, if you're touching her or whatever, she like shrugs you off. And she's like, "I'm fine. But I would kill for a bath."
Let's arrange for that.
Like I said, she's very like callous, no nonsense.
Can I make an ugly truth test to force them to make a decision right now?
About what?
How we're going to deal with the bandits.
So
I
you
don't
like
think-
you just like strum over here like eating an apple, being like, oh, so it looks like we should attack them, right? It's just like I think this like really like off key.
No, like exactly what I just said. You have two options. You have stay here or meet them on the field.
Or their fort, actually.
I don't think meeting them on the fort is a good plan.
They have a fort.
They have a
Yeah,
fort.
that's exactly what I'm saying. Don't
Yeah.
attack their fort.
They have
It
a
needs
fort.
equipment.
Yeah,
And
they have
I
a
haven't
fucking fort.
made any.
Surely, Count Swan, you no
So-
longer see wisdom in attacking them.
So the camp at River has been abandoned,
Right.
right? She tracked them down. They follow the Thorn River back to this fort that she described. This fort on this hill.
Yep.
It's some ruined castle.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah,
And then
and so what I'm
she
saying
was
is-
ascertaining as much as she could. She got shot at. Horse got wounded. She rode as far as away she could. Before the horse finally, she rode it to death, essentially, and she walked back.
Yeah,
Gave
and
you back
Nikolai's
basically that map.
saying, okay, situation has changed. Stop bitching at each other and deal with it.
What I'm going to do is take this as an opportunity to give another speech from the second level of the fort out to all the assembled men, because that's what I do.
Hey Eric, while
What's
he's
up?
doing that, can I make an alchemy test to make just a big fuck off magical bomb?
What do you mean?
Why? And
He wants to blow up the fort, of course.
I want a backup plan.
He just feels that nuclear weapons aren't strong enough and believes that dragon-based technology.
That's a munitions test to make a bomb.
What if I make like alchemical fire or something like that?
You want to make alchemical
so-
fire?
our chemical fire won't do shit against stone.
I'm not worried about stone.
Okay.
I'm worried
Yeah.
about making a literal moat of infinitely hot magical fire. is
Well,
what I
not
wanna do.
infinitely hot, but yeah. You can make. Yeah, that sounds like an alchemy test. But once again, that means you're going to be like, crafting something for like a week in your little tinker workshop.
Can I
Right.
rush it?
Oh my god!
Yeah, you probably could, but you can't do it. You can't do it right now. Like this,
Michael's just like, listen, I don't want
You-
to come back next week. I'm gonna blow myself up real quick, guys.
like you can't do that right
No,
now.
I can only blow
Yeah.
myself up if I don't get any successes on a munitions test.
As he starts rolling, he's just like, Lord Tall.
It's the YOLO of our group, apparently. But
That's the best way to play.
No,
Anyway, if
but
that's
do you-
not
do you
possible
want-
in our time frame? That's fine.
it's not in the time frame that you can do this right now. It doesn't make any sense that you could make a fucking huge bomb overnight. You can't. No.
Can I
Not
start working on it?
not according to the scale that you're talking about. But if you wanted to, I would be willing to force the issue for them to have to decide something right now if you wanted to.
I would like to do that.
All right.
I mean,
what do you-
I'm about to decide the issue by going up on the parapet.
No, I want you two to decide the
Yeah,
issue.
but I'm gonna let him. Yeah, I'm going to let Nikolai here dictate something before you guys have a chance. Then,
Okay.
because you were listening to him, listening to Shoshone's report, and he shows up, and here's a chance for you to force something that may be a curveball.
So I'm rolling ugly truth. Can I fork?
No, you cannot. You're not rolling anything and tell me your intention.
My intention? My intention is to say, this is the situation. You two, as the leaders, need to decide now, and we need to do it.
Okay, so you're going to decide for tell them that there's no it's now or never to make a tactical decision.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what
I'm just trying to make it so that nobody can walk away from the duel of wits that's about to happen.
There isn't going to be a duel of wits. He's about to make a speech.
I mean, we
And-
can have a duel of wits if you want to.
I'm
but
just
I
trying to say, this is the situation. Deal with it.
All right.
I
I
don't wanna
mean,
die.
that's probably that's
All men are equal when sword.
probably an ob one. Honestly, stating the obvious worst possible outcome is an ob one.
Okay.
So
let me ask a question. What's at risk here? Like, we're already. It looks like we're both planning to do this anyway.
Alternatively, this might be an ob. I'm sorry. This actually, looking at it now, this is probably an ob 3, which is ugly truth about a complex political situation.
Can I fork? Great Master wise?
Great master.
again,
What's great
I'm
master
just-
wise?
I'm super confused as to what's at stake here, since again, it
What
sounds
I
like
just want you to deal with it.
yeah, it sounds like we're about to do that.
Yeah, like he's going to give a speech.
Okay,
So-
how about this then?
I can't stop him from doing that without slitting his
MTO,
throat.
we're gonna hold off on your roll real quick. Okay, we're gonna hold off on the roll. We're gonna let them try to decide, and if it's not satisfactory to your things, then you can push the issue. How about that?
Done.
Okay. But should we do the speech now, or should we wait till next session?
I think we should do the speech now, so that there's
All right.
no issue.
It could drag on, but anyway.
Let's do
It's
it.
not going to drag on for.
It
like
could.
5
Speaking
minutes.
of dragons. No, I'm just
Wow.
kidding.
It could drag
Really?
on.
I mean, I guess
No, let's do it. Let's fucking do it, guys.
if I want to be Chad, I guess it could stag on. Listen, at home, you're not seeing the literal like 30 fucking stag puns in a row.
Yeah,
Just
YouTube. You're missing out if you're watching this on the YouTube.
No, you're not missing out.
I've made the majority of them.
Stay at home and only watch on YouTube. That's what I heard.
Is he guarding his stag fjord? That was
Yeah.
my favorite one.
Nope. So I get up on the like second story.
With his stag sword.
Men, we've had word. The bandits' forward camp has been evacuated. They are fearful of our activity. They know that we are mighty and that they are not enough to stop us, and so they are consolidating. There are more of them than there are of us. And while this charter here does bear the words that we should strive against banditry and other unlawful behavior to be encountered, we do not have the forces to take them on now. While we did when they were separate, they are together now. We will remain here together, united, as we are at our maximum strength, until reinforcements arrive at the end of the month. Sir Onan, do you have anything to add?
Playing the macro game. Get a macro up. Saturate your mineral fields. Got it. That's a good one.
Count Swan, I suggest we build additional pylons.
I also suggest that. I believe if we were to spend a bit of time constructing... I mean, this is the thing that already existed, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. There are, like, ballista and catapults that are...
They're not fixed.
Yeah,
That's my point. They're completely wrecked. And I'm not saying we fix them. I'm saying we make them look like they're fixed.
We could maybe even fix them with the alchemist.
I mean,
I do not have the siege engine equipment skill.
Oh, okay.
I could manufacture
Amateur.
a cannon if I had the right resources.
I only
But
work
I
in
can't
gunpowder,
fix
man.
the catapult.
I only work in gunpowder. Simple physics
Projectile
just eludes me.
weapons. I only work in ballistics. Parabolic arcs. I
Yeah,
only shoot in a straight line. What?
I mean, I can shoot in an arc if you like give me a big enough fuck off gun.
No.
Yeah.
Sir Onan, perhaps we could dress up the fort a bit, make those catapults look like they can actually do something. But yes, it would seem your defensive prep, and I'm saying this to like everybody, it would seem that your defensive preparations are, as they've always been, quite wise. And it looks like we're going to need to redouble our efforts. They have almost twice our numbers now that they have completely retaken themselves. I suggest that we retire to the mess hall and wait for Sumire to finish recovering from her run. We will gain further information as to the bandits' equipment and disposition. I
Aye.
am also offering a large pile of money for anyone that brings me the head of the Stag Lord. And I name some like I will give a plate of full plate mail. Jeez, how do you say that? How do you?
A suit
offer-
of full plate.
I offer a suit of full plate to anyone that downs this Stag Lord in his ridiculous helmet.
Nikolai.
When we mount it above the fort, I expect it will look quite jaunty, man. Don't you agree? Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha. Yeah. So you're gonna offer your own quest, your own bounty.
Yes. And yet again.
Are you going to let word spread of this?
of the bounty.
It will. I'm sorry. Actually, no. It's going to spread.
No, I don't want it to not spread. I definitely want it to spread.
All right, it's going to spread north.
Nearly.
I mean,
that's the same value.
You're gonna get a butt ton of loonies coming down here for some fucking sweet plate mail. Be like, yeah, I'll fucking assassinate that dude for some plate mail. Easy.
That's exactly what
that's not a bad thing for me. That's exactly what I'm doing with these hunters. If we could get a whole pack of like feral peasant assassins to just be our shop, I'm just like, listen, Onan, I don't need the 478 to be the shockwave anymore.
Yeah.
Look at this guy with a rat tail. Sorry, I'm just imagining like from Gallivant, the like undead legion just shambling forward.
True love. Okay, yeah, you are the resource lord. That doesn't seem like something. Okay, do you want to? Should this be a roll? Are you trying to gun for something here? Because I could see some possible failure to this.
What kind of possible
failure? Possible failure is everybody hears this and is like, yeah, fuck that, I'm leaving.
I mean, yes, disheartening people could be a thing that would happen.
So I feel like the role would be less to like prove success and more to mitigate failure, which I don't know if Burning Wheel does that.
More like the hunters probably be like, I don't know why I'm here. I thought we were fucking defending our lands here, but like, you guys got this. You have a lot of soldiers.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, the reason I brought them on was to defend their land, and I would love for them to stay here. So, if
all right, are you gonna pay them?
Yes, I would love to pay them.
Okay. All right, just
yes,
factor that into your next annual resource lords that you've been paying hunters and people to guard your lands for all of their time not working, right? Training with you.
I will pay them as like extended mercenaries of an equivalent guard rank.
Ooh, consequences. Key personnel leave in an attempt to assassinate Stag Lord.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
I like that. If I was Subaru, I'd just be like, hell yeah.
I mean,
absolutely. She'd be fucking there. She wants revenge on her horse, dog.
No, I totally want to talk to Sumire and get more information out of her and retain her on. Right.
That's why you're gonna make this roll here, because otherwise you don't get what you want.
What kind of test am I making?
This is oratory.
Oratory?
Perfect. Because I'm not very good at that.
It's against the average will of the camp, which I think I've been going with this is probably 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna fort command.
There's that moment where everybody is deciding what they're gonna do in response to the speech, and Nikolai just chucks one of the bombs up into the air. It just airbursts really brightly. That's also doing.
Why? Why do you do that all the time? just I mean, at some point, we need to talk about whether or not these cause steal tests.
I think the setting them off at random times has been a setup to assist that steal test.
I mean, would I do that? Would I intentionally give us a cool test that you don't normally get to see?
See.
No, that doesn't sound like you at all.
I mean, I do that all the time.
That's why I was being...
All right, dude, make your oratory test. Op 3.
I have 1 helping dice for Nikolai.
Stop.
Sir Onan, can I get any help from you on this? We may not see eye to eye with who's in charge, but I'm sure that you agree that we both need to remain in the fort for now.
Yeah, so here's what he says. Yeah, well, no, I agree. This is for the Stag Lord.
No, this is to get everybody to chill the fuck out and not run off.
Yeah, this is the keep the fort from panicking when they hear that we're outnumbered 2 to 1.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I will. I'll do what I did in the one shot, which is use. I will assist him through tactics by saying, running it's too late to run. You live or die here. You stand your ground or you die.
Yeah, but is that true?
No. I mean, tactically, it's the sound choice.
No, it's true for the hunters who live here, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
They cannot survive with the bandits are amassing and they're going to run over the land and take it over, and they either they stand here or they abandon everything.
What do they have against probably one of them would be like, what do they have against us? We're just hunters.
Haven't they?
Their fight's not with us. They're with
They've
you.
literally been robbing you for months. You sent for us to come out here so that we could stop them from robbing.
They
you.
rob from us. Brevoy robs from us.
What they have against you as my...
We just want to be left alone. None of these options leave us alone.
I see the point they have there, actually.
What they have against you as my...
Gods want something from us. Kings want something from us. Soldiers, bandits want something from us. Everybody wants something from us. We just want to be left in peace.
Is it something about my voice? What they have against you, as my associate Count Swan would say, is your freedom from them.
All right, roll. I mean,
the honored. Okay, so I'm forking command, peasant-wise, bandit-wise, persuasion, and I have 2 assists.
Who's the other assist? Who's the other assist?
I thought.
Nikolai's just like, hey guys, guess what? We got magic. Who gives a shit?
I mean, they can't argue with magic.
They can't
That's
argue
fine.
with magic.
That's fine.
So what skill are you assisting with?
Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow?
Magic bomb!
Oh, please, let's not become Bioshock.
Too late. We're all Bioshockers now.
Okay, we totally succeeded.
I see green.
Fate die!
Hey, look, you can fate some oratory.
I mean, I'm gonna... that was probably like 8 versus 3 is maybe a routine.
How many times do you have to fate something to gratiate it?
I mean, you have to do 20 fate, 10 persona, and 3 Ds.
It takes like a whole game.
Yeah, it takes a whole game to get to the...
Okay.
That's the point. The point is that this is like a fucking like stupendous achievement.
Right,
it's nice, though, to not fucking fail at oratory this time around.
Yeah, good job.
You rolled less dice and got more successes.
How do you get a deed?
Shut up!
How do you get a what?
A deed.
Fucking commit something deed-worthy.
Oh, it means like... It doesn't mean deed is in piece of paper that means you own a land. It means...
No, deed is like
a heroic deed, yeah.
Truce thing.
A heroic deed would be like kill a king or something, you know? It's like usually like a huge arc of a book, right? It's the climax.
This would be like if Onan ran in and murdered everyone on his way through the fort and then ripped the flag down.
Like, to be honest, the way this game is shaping up, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but killing the Stag Lord might be a deed-worthy achievement at this point.
Everyone is now jumping the gun of the final scene I wanted to have with Arthur.
Okay.
It's a lot more than just a heroic deed, apparently.
Anyway...
I'm guessing right now the people aren't rioting. They're like, we accept this. This is what's going to happen.
They're like, okay. I mean, they're very cynical people.
I mean, well, first off, 6 successes. Come on. I'm really good at talking to people.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Eric, let him have that they are...
You're good at talking to people, but like...
At the very least, they could be like, you're death to the Stag Lord! You know? Even if tomorrow they're like, wow, this is a really bad... Listen, it's literally the same as the scene from Gallivant where they do the Cid pushing the cart to attack the castle. Today we ride or whatever.
Yeah, they're all...
Yeah, this is the moment at the beginning where everybody joins in.
Okay, that's the moment where everybody... Yeah, right now they're all on board.
Okay, I want to have a scene after this.
All right.
Okay.
I want to wrap
on the parapets?
No, this is like, it's night, I come into your room. Or not.
Kill you.
Whatever. No, I don't.
I know. Yeah, he's like, I really want to have a scene with Arthur. And he's like, it's at night. And I'm like, oh, God, I'm going to be fucking murdered. That's it. All right. I'm just like, yes, come in. I'm still awake.
I don't want to bicker over this. I don't want to go on and on. If I bring you the head of the Stag Lord.
Yes, you will get the full plate.
No. Will you recognize my authority and title?
Sir Onan, here is the problem right now. We have a charter that says we have to go out and fight bandits. It literally says that. You've attempted to use this document against me multiple times, but when I bring up that specific phrase, for some reason, going out to fight the bandits sounds like a terrible idea.
You've agreed.
And I had the intelligence. They were outnumbered, outprepared. We were completely ready to take them. And yes, now the situation has changed. But that doesn't change the fact that when we were in a position of strength, you were unwilling to attack. Yes, you are a holder on this charter. Yes, you have command of your own men. It looks like we're going to continue having a pissing contest over who is in charge of this general assembly. EricVulgaris' men follow me. The hunters, who I guess are now my mercenaries, which makes sense, because I've been calling them the Brevoy Irregular, or the Greenbelt Irregular Militia, are now my men as well.
Well, they haven't really been having much of a choice, and yeah, they're paying.
I mean, yes, but now they're getting paid for it.
Yeah. They're fine. Well, I mean, it beats being hungry.
Yeah, I mean, it does beat being.
You have a sorcerer.
I mean, getting free equipment and then getting to take it home afterwards also sounds pretty...
This is a tangent. Finish your reply.
I recognize that you are a charter holder, but that means doing the actual thing that we have been sent here to do. And we seem to continue to be at odds about what that is. So yes, I do recognize you as a charter holder here. But you need to recognize that I have my own military forces here, and if necessary, I will leave you behind to pursue that charter. And if necessary, I won't use any military forces at all. If the Stag Lord would like to sit down and talk reasonably about economic trade for 5 minutes, I'm fairly certain I could convince him that it's in his best interest to stop killing people here and go kill people somewhere else, and I will pay him for it. Stag Lord's mercenary, the Stag Striker sounds fantastic to me. Why not make him an actual lord and send him against Restov or something? I don't know, some shithole.
Whoa.
Attacks.
Whoa, whoa.
That's treason. Holy shit.
Is it? I thought Restov was another country.
We have our charter from the Sword Lords of Restov.
No, we have our charter from the Sword Lords of Brevoy.
We have a charter from the Sword Lords
Restov is a free city in Brevoy.
Okay, where's a non-free city in Brevoy? Where's some shithole I can send him to go kill people?
He's just saying for
nowhere.
His speech.
What?
Pitax, right? Are they allied with us?
No,
we're a
fuck
free
no.
city.
No, not at all. Not at all, but they benefit from trade. So here's some other like notable free cities that are not part of Brevoy. Mivon and Pitax are like the closest ones, and there's like a fuck ton way south than you.
All right. But I didn't say...
If you thought DC was bad, that's swampland. Sorry, continue.
I mean, DC literally is swampland.
Anyway, this is more tangent.
Yes. We can send this Stag Lord, make him an actual lord, get him out of the area, be like, look, here's some money. I know you love killing people. Go kill people somewhere else, and we'll pay you for it. And you'll have this nice fort you can come back to when you want to retire.
Count Swan.
Trade flowing here again. If that's something that happens, it happens.
Count
If we
Swan.
need to kill them, we can. Yes, Sir Onan.
I don't care if we disagree about means to an end. I do care that you have, on more than one occasion, including the very first day that we showed up here, insinuated that I have no authority or title or honor, frankly. We can disagree about means all I want, but I'm telling you that as long as we disagree fundamentally about my titles and position, our house divided will not stand. I am offering you the head of the Stag Lord in exchange for recognizing my honor.
I just told you that I recognize you as an additional charter holder.
All right, then.
Which puts you at an equal rank to me.
All right, then. All right.
I literally said we have a separate military command for that very reason. And I said, I will march without you if it's necessary to complete.
All right, then. I hope we can come to terms on means, but disagreements about means do not bother me like your previous statements have. I forgive you.
Would you like a drink?
Yes, actually.
Have you seen this ridiculous thing that Nikolai is doing, trying to prove that I'm the chosen one? He took some of my hair a week ago and is like burning it in a fire. I'm pretty sure he's purifying it. There's fire involved. I'm almost certain. It's ridiculous.
Can he actually find out if you're the chosen one with that?
I have no listen, alchemists and sorcerers are beyond me. I don't know anything about religion except that everyone is born and everyone dies.
So it does make sense that you would be a Pharasma worshiper.
Yes. I mean, you were born a strong religious worshiper. You need to recognize that I donate, the amount that is expected of account of my titling. But it's not like I attend services religiously. Pharasma doesn't expect that of you. You'll see her eventually. You all will. Everyone will.
It's true though. Everybody does. Everybody sees Pharasma.
Oh,
Pharasma is the Department of Motor Vehicles of Death.
Yeah.
You get in there in her line, and she processes you through.
Actually, everyone except for Thrain. I know you're not interested in religious, but I thought I would just share that for his great accomplishments, Gorham made Thrain immortal.
That's true.
I assume he died at some point, though, right?
No, he ascended.
Yeah, he's on the plane with Gorham, and they fight other gods.
Sure, but if he died there, he'd go to Pharasma.
Yes, no, if he died there, he'd go to Pharasma and then
everyone's born and everyone. Listen, I'm not here to debate theology.
That's fine.
I don't know how.
Actually, that's probably a really tenuous thing between Gorham and Pharasma.
Yeah, I don't know the doctrine of this. Again, I don't attend religious college.
No, if Thrain died, he would have seen Pharasma.
Sure.
But his reward for being so good at what he did was to not die.
He's literally like Gilgamesh or like fucking, any of those great epic heroes.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't
fucking war mules, killing everybody in the early game that we never saw.
Dormites have great respect for Pharasma. Anyway, you don't even care though. You're not, as you said, you're middling on her.
I'm like those Christmas Christians that only show up for that in Easter.
CEOs, man, CEOs. Christmas and Easter only.
Well,
I'm sure that there's a term for that in the Pathfinder universe.
But I totally understand. Pharasma has the best holiday thing that you would only show up for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Halloween or something.
Halloween's great.
Apparently, I have to learn the Abadarian holidays if it turns out I am the chosen one, and their doctrine, and I'm sure it'll... Listen, can we just agree that Nikolai might be more dangerous to us than all of the bandits combined? I heard him saying something about a giant magical bomb earlier. I specifically told him to only make non-lethal devices.
Yeah, he literally set off bombs at 4 a.m., waking up an entire fort.
Uh-oh. Hello?
We wouldn't be surprised by the noise, but they would. I thought it was a rather good tactic myself.
All right, well, it sounds like Ronald Swan and Onan Solstend talk and drink, and nothing bad happens.
Yeah, that's probably where we...
I draw my sword and I kill him!
No, the final scene is through the open door. Thalia's got like a hand on her sword and is just watching us from the hallway. While the Battlestar Galactica,
do we get a really awesome zoom through the camp where it's like you guys drinking, and then we zoom out and Thalia's out there getting ready to kill people, and then Grass is out there getting ready to kill people, and Nikolai is building a bomb and making out with Carly at the same time, and that's the end.
Are you like some Master Roshi old man who also is shirtless and having sex with his wife all the time?
No, he's 29.
Nikolai's let me tell you about new bomb. I call it Kamehameha.
I just imagine, do you remember that episode of Futurama where they have all the boxes and they go into a bunch of different universes and they go to the hippie universe and Farnsworth is a hippie old man with all the women on him and there's a layer of weed smoke. That's what I imagine. Your trailer opens up and leaf smoke comes out, and you're shirtless and have a new bomb.
Yeah, I do really think that Nikolai spends a lot of time getting high and making bombs.
I think that's about right.
All right, let's wrap this up, guys.
All right, let's do some experience, guys. Rip. Okay, so let's
I can start.
Oh wait, I have that handy dandy handout for this stuff. Remember, earning Artha.
I killed myself by not trying to take over at the very last second.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I will. I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guess these somehow to swing it, but I need to give my employers big stick to swing. I'm making weapon for party.
Nailed it.
I made bombs.
Persona.
Persona?
Persona.
The situation is tenuous at best. Do my job, stay out of trouble.
No, you totally tried to insert yourself into a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter as long as there's another point where you did do something, but you didn't.
No,
Not that I see.
no. Well, what I'm saying is his belief is stay out of trouble, and he inserted himself into the disagreement, so he didn't stay.
I never rolled for that. That got retconned.
Did it get
Just like, you two need to deal with this. I'm going to make bomb.
That's true. He never rolled for it because we set it aside so we could have the speech.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, all right.
So do I get
never
paid for that, or
actually
do I not get paid for that? I don't really care either way. I'm just interested.
I would say he doesn't get anti-fate for it.
I don't think you do. Only because you don't. No, because making a bomb is not staying out of trouble.
I mean, when my job is okay, fair.
No, that's not. No, there's no fucking peaceful bomb making in Burning Wheel. No.
I need to get as many. Well, it's also my job, to be fair. Do my job, stay out of trouble.
Yeah, that's like you have a contradiction of orders there, don't you?
No, I mean, I think it's fair to say that I think he meant political trouble. I do think he meant that.
Or getting hung, for that matter.
Oh.
I
That's
think
fair.
he meant stay out of the disagreement.
Okay, no, I give you faith then. That's true. You did kind of end up
I
staying
can
out of that.
reword that later better for next session.
You need to get many of my what?
Huh? I can reword that better for next session.
Got it.
I need to get as many articles of this place as I can for future study, starting with something that I can learn more about my good friend Ronald.
Yep.
You magicked him.
You got the magics of him.
I want to point out you still haven't told me about that yet.
No, he definitely has not done that. But
I like
fate.
how it took like 5 minutes, and I'm like, will it be months?
Oh no, Persona for that one. I think you were.
you.
Yeah, Persona.
I marked Persona. I was
so
like, yeah.
Persona, Fate, Persona.
Violence didn't come up. Treat others as equal until proven otherwise. Didn't really come up.
Oh no, actually that did. With your wife getting you to address me as Count.
Yeah. But I also specifically referred to Onan as Onan after he was like, Your Grace. I'm like, Onan.
Also, Onan doesn't care about that. So, like, you just asked what his title was, and he said, well, actually, it's Your Grace. And
so that one doesn't sound like it came up unless I negatively impacted you, Ron.
No, you didn't do it. I don't think it did. That's what I would
Always
say.
follow the guidance of Carlia's fortune. I think that's why Nikolai decided to see if he was even the chosen one. Period.
It didn't.
she did say, she sort of inferred.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and you did act on getting that stuff that makes sort of you the chosen. Yeah, okay, yeah, that did drive.
And in
an
a way,
interesting
that could have been extremely dangerous because I was like, maybe I'll have to kill him.
Yeah.
He sucks me through.
Remember, you weren't instincts of the character get in trouble, and traits is the story unforeseen direction. So the instincts though get you in trouble.
I mean, he nearly got.
It could have.
murdered.
Yeah, he normally got murdered.
It could have ended very badly for me.
Yeah, that's true. It could have earned. Yeah, that got you in trouble.
I'd assume the anti-fate is the astrology role.
Yeah. So what else is there? Traits. Any traits you think you that got played out that led things in an interesting way?
Spooky.
In what way?
Industrious. No savoir-faire.
None of those seems like they played in an interesting way. They all seem pretty much like on point. Like the benefit of having the trait there was that they help you, and they did. I don't see how that drove play in an interesting or unforeseen direction.
Fair enough.
I could be wrong.
I would be willing to argue that just straight up being like, hey, can you drink this? And then when he didn't drink it, I'm just like, okay, I need this thing so I can prove that you're a chosen one. I would feel like that is no savoir-faire.
But I don't think it was a trait.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't think it was a trait that drove that play.
Hey man, I got 2 fate. And
I'm not you.
Your persona, I'm happy.
Okay, yeah, and but I'm not you, and I'm like I say this all the time. If you guys are in play and you want to see rolls, or you're saying, by the way, I hope this is like I'm playing up this trait and you recognize that right now, do that. Tell me, right? Say that so we all see that, by the way, right? Because we all may not remember what traits you have at any given moment. So when you say that, that's important, right?
I like just being able to make my goals. Cool? I make some type of bomb.
That's a great plan.
That's great.
But
I love it.
So in the future, like, by the way, I'm totally gunning for this trait, or like I'm playing this trait right now, by the way. Mm-hmm. Also, you can play traits that you don't have, being like, by the way, I'm working towards this trait. Like, you can say that. That's a real thing. It doesn't give you any benefit, but when it comes to trait voting, you're like, by the way, dude, do you think I earned this trait yet?
I do feel like Nikolai would earn the impulsive trait or something like that.
Right. Well, you don't earn any trait yet, but we'll see. It's not trade vote time.
I know.
Right. Sir Onan!
Hi.
I resolve to stay against my odds. I must now take responsibility for the survival of my company and Gress's men. Yeah, I think you earned... Do you think you earned Persona for that? Or fate?
I mean, the last scene, the schism between myself and Quant Swan is now the greatest weakness of the fort. I must work to resolve it.
Yeah, but you didn't resolve it, but you did...
We totally just resolved it. I mean...
I feel like
we just literally...
about staying at camp and stuff?
We literally just accepted that we're two separate military forces.
We literally just accepted that we have equal but separate authority.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. Okay, fair. Okay,
if you Jim Crowed our militaries, right?
Yeah.
Listen, that's perfectly fine. That's totally cool.
You know what we are?
I wasn't sure when you say I must resolve it, what resolution you're gunning for? Like what does resolve mean?
Of the schism.
So that's fair. If anything, I just felt like you just formalized the schism, but that's fine. I'm not. Listen. If you wrote the belief, I trust you to know what you meant when you defined it. So sure. And if you think you earn Persona, then you earn Persona.
All right. We are the proconsuls of Rome. They would have 2 leaders. Yeah, that's what we are. Yeah.
Now I understand why Rome was destroyed in a day, right?
Well, actually,
people say Rome was destroyed in a day.
Oh my God, we're not Dan Carlin. Stop talking about hardcore history right now. We're making personas and traits in Artha.
Rome was in its golden age when it had 2 rulers, and
then
it started doing single rulers.
Dude, do you want Fane Persona? Do you want Fane Persona?
Look,
otherwise,
man,
we're skipping.
I'm just educating the people.
I know, Eric, but I actually like that thing. I'm a little concerned about Rome, though. I feel like they might fall as an empire.
Count Swan is verging on madness. If he endangers the lives of my men or Garrus's men, I will have to take action against him. I'm going to say fate because I kind of was like, this tactics is dumb, and then I made a big fight over it.
Yeah, you definitely earned fate for that. There were several... I can look at several times throughout the purpose of this episode where you've done this, and you had that stuff. I mean, the scene with Sir Creston Garess about a lot of this stuff kind of... gets wrapped up in there. All right, from what I've seen, Nikolai Kalinas' loyalty goes to the highest bidder. I'm not a highest bidder, but I will not hold it against him. He deserves further appraisal. I don't think you worked at all towards that. No interaction.
We didn't interact at all. Yeah. Thrain,
I mean, you saw me blowing up stuff.
Keep in mind, like, this game very much, like, when I'm doing this stuff as a GM, I'm very much leaving you guys in the driver's seat and making scenes and you gunning for that kind of stuff. And, like, I'm letting you guys do that stuff. And, like, I just have basically just a bunch of fucking countdown clocks right now that are just slowly ticking away about things that are going on in the world.
I don't hold it against you. There was no opportune narrative time to interact with him.
Yeah, that's totally cool. That's fine.
Bandits, no fate. Never judge a book by its cover. There's a bit of a culmination between, like, finally getting a peg on Arthur, but I don't think, No.
It didn't, I don't think it, did your instinct get you in trouble? No.
No. I mean, I would say it's been getting me in trouble with Arthur for the last 10 episodes, but it's not a
But that's no longer getting you in trouble. That's just behaving as it's supposed to, right? You know what I mean? There's a point where it's no longer special, and that means and that's when you stop earning Persona for it.
I don't think I earned anything else. I certainly never earn anything for my traits, even because I don't know, my traits. I get in trouble for things that are traits of my character, but aren't traits of my character.
Like, I don't know where your traits are. Oh, here they are.
Yeah.
hard work, pious, strong-willed, market privilege, discipline, sworn to the order, your grace, thick skin.
Yeah.
Certainly not playing up thick skin.
I am actually. Like, I am. Like, I allowed Arthur to impugn my honor for 10 episodes. You think I'm not playing up thick skin?
That's true. You would have already tried to come up against something already.
Anyway, I'm not arguing for any more fate and things. I'm literally arguing that I didn't get anything else. I got a fate and a persona. Arthur's turn.
I don't think I get any of my beliefs. My last second shift to not murdering Onan has resulted in complete failure. Sir Onan doesn't understand this expedition or me. I will put him in his place, both in the general order of life and in regards to his order here. I don't think I get anything. When Sumire returns, we'll have the most accurate information on the location and disposition. I launched the attack in 7 days. That's not happening. Those who do not follow my lead are traitors to Brevoy and will be dealt with in the manner of our laws. I'm the leader and social superior of this expedition and will not be questioned any further. Also not true by the end of the session.
I don't think you earned anything for that.
That was my point. I didn't earn anything for any of them.
Okay, so here's how you can earn the persona when that shit happens. When you know you have that belief and then you're totally gunning for something compromising, play up that fact and being like, oh man, but my character wants all these things. Like, he has to like go low now and like be equal with you, and you can see he doesn't like it, but he's gonna do it anyways. And like, by the way, I'm totally like mold breaking this belief.
We're literally at the end of the session, but I don't know.
And we were.
I know, but you were. It wasn't like I don't know. I didn't get a lot of like of the mold breakiness that's required.
Tired of fighting with him at that point.
I know.
I mean, now that I understand that he actually doesn't have that many men, and neither do I, it's not as big of a deal. However, I will put forward that I played the Imperious trait in a way that took the session in a new direction.
What was your example?
Literally anytime talking to Garess or speaking with the 478th, when I was just like, I'm in command, get out of my room.
Yeah, the room thing, walking away. Yeah.
Perfect. I get 1 fate. It's been the worst session for me fate-wise, but who cares? I still have 10 of them. And now I have to write 3 new beliefs.
I literally can't spend fate as fast as I get it.
I know. It's a
so before I stopped playing Lorenthal, I had 3 persona and 26 fate. I was just sitting on.
I mean, she's crazy though.
She was fun to play. But...
She got like 20 fate an episode and it lost.
I would usually get 7 to 8 fate an episode or more.
You introduced yourself to 12 soldiers for 30 seconds, and a fight started. Of course you got...
But it was fun, and that's the important bit. And Nikolai is so much fun to play. Anyway. Eric, do some shout-outs.
Yeah, let's do some shouts. Let's do some shit-outs.
Shit-outs.
No, you take that back right now.
I take it back.
Yeah, go. Wreckage. Say who you are.
Follow me on Twitter. I am Dr. Wreckagemans. I do this on this channel and other channels, and hopefully we will record a podcast on Tuesday. And I have a speech for our podcast to go record now. It's gonna be great. And follow me on Twitter. It's my name right underneath Wreckage is Dr. Wreckage. That's how you spell my Twitter because Eric is a great host. This is good. Like the episode was rocky, and then it was okay, and then it was good, and it was a good time. Stag Fjord is highlight. I was listening to some tunes. Looks like. All right, I'm done. I don't have anything else.
Awesome. Cool. MTO.
Hi guys, I'm Michael or MTO2424 on Twitch. If you want to follow me on Twitter, however, MTO All Pro. I post a lot of stuff about game design. I founded and run a game design collective called Swift Kite Design. We're currently doing playtesting for the Circle, where I played on Friday and actually managed to make 2 of my players cry, and I'm weirdly proud about it. for good reason. Anyway, come check us out. We're on Facebook or follow me on Twitter. I want to thank Eric for having me on the show because it was a lot of fun, and I love getting to play crazy Russian scientists.
Yeah. Awesome. AP, who are you? How can people find you?
I'm Arthur Perkins. Google me by typing AP Gaming Real. I'm currently attempting to get my cat to come to me, but nothing. Listen, I've been away from this cat for a week, and you'd think that this animal, whose life depends on your well-being, would show some fucking gratitude when you show back up after a week. And instead, she just runs in a literal fucking circle around my chair the entire session.
That sounds like gratitude.
Put my hand out for her to come over here so I can pick her up and like pet her or show her on the camera. She literally just fucking bites me or hits me with a paw and then just stares at me in the corner and tries to open the door, which you know she's not allowed to do. She's literally the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park where they open the doors.
The kitchen scene?
But she's so small, she has to put her whole body on it and fall in the process. She looks so goddamn ridiculous. Yes, my cat is more like a dog, and it's also like a cat because it shows zero gratitude for anything ever.
Look,
That is classic cat.
Some people and animals don't show their love through touch. And her running around your chair now that you're back, I feel is her showing
being an annoying shit. Yeah.
Well, so showing some love and some energy for you.
I mean, to be fair, there's only so much separation between showing love and being an annoying shit. Let's be real.
Listen, I just want to pet my cat for the first time since I got back. It's literally been like 8 hours. My cat is just being fucking annoying shit.
That's also fair. Okay.
Right, it's only been 5 hours. All right, you can
Just
find me
in water and then it'll hug you.
You can find my cat by going to twitter.com/apgamingreal.
You can find posts that are cool about the direction of your channel at patreon.com/apgamingreal.
What? Oh,
yeah, you gotta plug your Patreon, man.
I should probably post on it now that you mentioned that. I've had it for a couple months and I haven't done that. I'm not as good at Patreon as EricVulgaris. He's so far ahead of me in the Patreon game. This is the man that was like, Arthur, I'm going to start a Patreon. And I was like, maybe I should do that. And Eric's like, all right, listen, I got this perfect Patreon. And I'm like, wow, so beautiful.
It's okay.
Did you know that you can get EricVulgaris mugs at www.
I can't, but I will say that I'm gonna have Once Upon a Game shirts up on a Teespring soon.
I'm just saying, if you can ever make like a custom mug that like has your hair on top of it somehow, like it's like a thermos of coffee and it's like your hair.
I will keep that in mind.
That.
I will keep that in mind. My hair
Not
as
only
being a
did you
thing.
get a button from EricVulgaris on his Patreon, but did you know that as soon as the official fan art by Aerocyto is finished for Once Upon a Cast, we'll also be selling T-shirts, mugs, a chainsaw where each of the saw blades has one of the cast members' face on it, so you can know that we're cutting deep into that wood that you're currently annihilating. Or body, if you use chainsaws to hack up bodies, if you're some sort of psychopathic woods killer.
Or you're just a butcher.
I mean, I feel like you probably wouldn't use a chainsaw to butcher. I feel like you
Man,
EricVulgaris, the breakfast cereal.
Side of beef.
Vulgarios!
Vulgarios. I wouldn't eat Vulgarios. It literally sounds like vulgarness.
I would eat Vulgarios.
I have
like a box of Vulgarios on my shelf just to like bust out when I have people I don't like to deal with.
It sounds like vulgar holes.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't eat them. I'd assume that they're disgusting and just pass it by.
Ooh, limited edition EricVulgaris Chia Pet would be pretty good too.
EricVulgaris Chia Pet would be phenomenal.
Yeah, EricVulgaris Chia Pet seems to be like that's the winner.
And we have a lot of trouble staying on track this session.
No, the problem with Chia Pets is they can only ever do fros, and you don't have a fro.
What if I don't know.
Well, I mean, you got to do that like bamboo thing, right? You got to like tend it gently, like snip, 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 snip.
Oh, so what we're saying is an EricVulgaris
bonsai tree.
Bonsai tree. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for his hair, and it comes out of his head.
That would be awesome. Okay.
I would buy this.
All right. Yeah, that would do it. That's do it for us today. I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris. This is Burning Crowns, where we're playing Burning Wheel and try not to yell at each other too much. I know this is super intense. It's a crazy game. We fail every week, but I really really do enjoy this game a lot. only because it's like it's so challenging, and this is like type of game that I really wanted to push for, and this is the only rule system that I would like want to even try to do what I was expecting with. Like, I want us to be like opinionated and jerks and really explore Burning Wheel to let us do this, because I wouldn't trust any other system to let us like be so PvP and argumentative other than this one. So thank you for that. Let's see, what's coming up is so there's no more Oathkeepers tonight, so I might just hang out a little bit, might do some Battlefield. But this week, I'm going to be demoing a game on Wednesday called Conspire. It's on Kickstarter. I met the designer a couple nights ago. He's super cool. So I'm going to be doing that. Also on Once Upon a Game, I'm going to be doing Firebrands this week again, because I fucking love Firebrands. So more Firebrands. And I'm going to be starting a job as well. So I'm going to be on that fucking work grind. But when I have downtime, and when I'm taking my downtime actions at work, I'm going to be working on a long-term project. I'm going to be working on hacking Firebrands now to do a early colonial America hack for the game, so we can play Alexander Hamilton, the musical, using Firebrands. And I'm pretty sure that would be the best game ever. So I'm excited for that.
Do you hear that? Pian is freaking out somewhere off.
Yeah, I know. She has like a dog whistle for that, so it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, that was a crazy game. Once again, shout outs to chat for all the great puns today and all the great extra Burning Wheel technical advice about what to do and all that kind of stuff. Thank you guys so much. I know things get heated and it's fun, but I love you guys, and that'll do it for us today.
Everybody talks about my puns. My puns are amazing.
All right, we're out of here. Take care, everybody.
They're the most hilarious puns.
I'm gonna go put